Morning. Good morning. We're firing the stream up a little early this morning. You know, gonna try to trade the CPI there. We're not really gonna trade it. We're gonna kind of full send one account there and see how that goes. Let's see here. Got about 6 minutes before those numbers kind of come out there. They're already trying to like front run those numbers, as you guys can see. See how that goes. Trying to check the audio there, make sure everything's good. Looks like it is. How do I do this? So new to this stuff, trying to send somebody a link, but can't find them. Oh, here we go. There we go. So anyways, we're going to be using a Bulenox account here. And this is just it's not one I've used before. And we're just going to see what happens with price here. If we get an opportunity to jump in, we'll jump in. Now, this is not normally how I would trade, obviously, but we're just going to give it a go this morning and see what happens. I mean, possibly a pullback into this 50 area before we kind of rip higher. Maybe. If you guys watched the London stream, you know that I was down like $600 on this account. We got most of that back. Took one more entry after the stream ended. So we're just going to kind of wait here and see what happens. Figure we have a little fun this morning. Have a little fun this morning on one of the accounts. You know, may as well. All right, got about 2 minutes here. Let's see here. All right, so let's just see what happens here. A couple of minutes here for these numbers come out. Maybe about a minute looks like. Like I said, kind of watching that 50 area, 55 area, possible pullback. Maybe like 87 to 93 on 87 area for the ES. 94 area. So looking for the classic dip and rip here probably. If it just rips up, then I probably won't participate. If she just rips right out of the gate, we'll probably just sit on the sidelines. But if we get a dip and rip, we might participate in that. So let's kind of see what happens here. Kind of see what happens. 10 seconds or so here. Starting to kind of pull back. There we go. There we go. All right, guys, that was pretty easy. $3,700 off the rip. Dip and rip. That's how you do it. Dip and rip that quick. Dip and rip. We'll take it. So as soon as we pulled back into that 60 area and I saw us start to push back up, we just hit the buy button. We already had our ATM strategy set there, so easy peasy. Easy peasy there. I don't normally make these plays, but I feel like I've been getting better and better at it, so I felt comfortable doing it there. So now the next 30 minutes, we're probably going to have some interesting volatility. You can see the ES all the way up into the 25 level. Let me switch this back over to the ES. I feel like it's better to watch the ES instead of just a 1 minute and a 3 minute over here on the NQ. So yeah, that was nice and easy there. What happened here? Oh, I guess somehow it went back behind there. I was like, where did this stuff go? So yeah, we took that one across the profit line pretty easily there. It's always wasn't quite sure if I was going to even start streaming today to show that, just because some people are going to consider it gambling, and yes, you know, it is a bit of gamble there, but it's kind of what I'd like to call professional gambling. When it works, it's great. When it doesn't work, it's a nightmare, right? So now let's switch over to our other account that we're trying to get going here. Where's that account at? Ah, there it is. There it is. It was hiding from me. And we're got to work on this other account here. So kind of retracing this move here. Kind of in a little bit of a pullback mode here. Just be careful in this next 30 minutes, guys. It's going to be a little bit of you're going to have some volatility there, so just be careful. So actually, it traded right up to that pivot at 58. Pulled down into the 60 right quick. 62, which has kind of been a key level the last couple of days. If you guys have watched my stream, you know that we've been talking about that 62 area there. Yesterday and the day before, I believe, for the most part, we've been hanging out in that 62 area. I mean, look at this. If you just pull this up here and you're looking at the pivots, I mean, these are the pivots. Pull back almost into this pivot and then blast to that pivot and then just kind of start chopping around there. So that was a fairly easy read there. So it's a nice way to start off the day. Kind of a little pullback here, just watching to see what happens. kind of retracing the entire move. Would have been a nice little short entry if you guys got in there. I did not. I'm certain there are those that did get some participation in that. So that just retraced that entire move there. So maybe a pullback into this 73 area, and we'll kind of see what happens there. See if the ES can kind of hold that 09 area. If it does not, you really want to see it hold that 93 kind of low a day area if we do continue to sell here. Lose this 93, 87 to 93 area is going to be worrisome. But popping right off that VWAP there on the ES. See if any buyers are coming in here. This is kind of moving up on lower volume, which means be careful there. Moving up on low volume, probably going to turn back down pretty easy. So let's just watch it. If we see volume start coming in heavy, then we may participate. ES is making a strong bounce off that area. Morning, T. Morning. How you doing today? Yeah, I wanted to wanted to trade the CPI numbers there. So we played that dip and rip there on our Bulanox for $3,700. Lost 140 during the London on this account. So we're going to be looking to get that back. So we're getting a little rip up here on kind of lower volume though. So I'm looking for this thing probably to sell back down here. I don't see a whole lot of volume on this push up, so could easily turn back down. So just going to be careful. Don't believe in this move up just yet. See if we see some sell volume come in here. We may participate short. I'm going to try. Took a little short there. Oh. Oops. Took a little short. Got that one back into profit. $310. That was a bit of an accident, but we'll take it. Accidentally shorted with 7 contracts on that one. And let me change that now. We don't want to be doing that. That was only for that news play, and I forgot to change it. Forgot to change it. So let's make a change. Get this thing set back up the way we want it. All right. We're going to go. We're going to set this thing up. Stop loss. $25. Did we do that right? No, I don't think we did that. Yeah. No, stop loss. That's fine. Oh, yeah. All right. I got it set up correctly now. That was a happy mistake. Made some money on it. Yeah, 7 contracts. Well, that's what I did on the news play this morning. Because, you know, Bulanox, you can trade the news. They don't care. So I used the Bulanox account there. So that second Bulanox account, now we only need $523 on that one to get that one across the finish line. That short would have been banging there, but it kind of got me scared. As soon as I saw that big number there, I just exited the trade. I was like, oops, didn't mean to do that. VWAP down here at 270 on the Nasdaq. Approaching that area now. Topstep have some limitations? Nope, they don't. Trade it all you want. Topstep does not care. Really, Apex is about the only one. I think, let me make sure. I don't think Bulanox cares if you trade the news. Is that right? I don't even know. I guess I should have checked that before I did it, right? Yeah, I'm quite certain they don't care. Yeah, they don't care. Yeah, Topstep, you can trade whatever you want. It's just you can't trade certain times. So we losing that 300 level, kind of bouncing off that VWAP there. ES testing the 500 level at the same time there. So I'm not in love with the short down here. Did like it a little more up there. Kind of at a couple of key areas here where we could bounce, but could also just lose it. The ES loses that 500 level, it most certainly would test that low a day at 93. Are we ready for another sell down today? Could be. Seems like we might get that. Should have been in this a lot sooner if I was going to take it. So let's just wait here and see. 15,063 today. That'd be a pretty big move. 200 points. Yeah, I mean, it's possible for sure. It is definitely possible. I try to enter the day without kind of a bias. I know that sometimes is not a great idea, but the reason I do that is because if I enter with a bias, then sometimes I use that. It costs me. I use it against myself, if you will. So we can sell down into this 50 area here. Just kind of watching it close here. Want to see the sellers come in. Want to see the ES start to move down. I'll take it off right there. Might bounce off the 50. Yeah, 15,063 is definitely possible. Let me zoom out here and kind of look and see what you're looking at there. Let me go to a higher time frame. Let's see here, 15,063. Zoom out. And go to the 1 hour chart here. Okay, I see. So you got that swing low back from July 10th, 15,063. We've bounced. We've held that area twice. Once, twice. I actually held that area twice already. Yeah, that would be interesting. You look on the higher time frames, we're definitely in a downtrend, right? You're definitely trading in a channel to the downside. Let's see. Time will go. You're going to go eat something? All right, cool. No problem, man. Sounds good. I had some toast. Buttered toast. I wanted some Chick-fil-A, but didn't have time to go get it. So here we are. Getting a little bounce there off of the 93 area support there. Pushing back above here. I'll be a little careful here. I don't want to get faked out here. Just kind of watching around here. See if we get offered any more entries. Looks like this thing's trying to push back down. You're going to get a little volatility here between 8:30 and 9 that we probably don't normally get during that hour. Right after CPI, a little choppy noise, volatility. So it's tradable for sure. You just have to be careful. Just have to be careful. So 87, 93 is still support, 75 below. Bulls want to reclaim 45.09. So see if Bulls can get it back above 09, and that will set up that move back to the high of day on the ES. At least that's what Mancini is saying. So you want to see 93 hold. If we lose 93, if we lose 87, probably sell to 75. But as long as we hold 87 to 93, get above 09, that still leaves the high of day in play there. So bouncing right off that VWAP area on the on the NQ there. Back up to retest that 300 level. Probably just going to be back and forth here, back and forth until 9 o'clock. Retesting that 300 level here. ES trying to get back above the VWAP. All right, pushing through the 300s here strong. Pushing through the 300 strong. We're not participating on it right here. We took a little short there, and then that was a nice push back up there, but I'm going to give it a little bit here and see what happens. See if the ES can get above that 09 level. Maybe we get a little pullback, and then we can start pushing up again. Let's see here. Volume still holding steady here. Let's see if we hold that 300 level. Usually the first push up kind of doesn't stick there. So let's see if the ES holds that 09 level and pushes on up. Still trying to push here. Very interesting. Guess I should have jumped in on that little micro pullback there. I mean, I don't like buying up here, but like, how can you not, right? Might pay the price for it here. Kind of need to put my stop down here. We're going to eyeball it here. Probably going to take it off if it starts pulling back. Not that I don't think it's probably still going to continue higher, but I just shouldn't have taken that entry there. I want to see the buyers come on in here, push her on up. That was definitely a bad entry. Should have been entering way down there, but I don't know how much further I want to let this thing pull back. If it doesn't start going here in a moment, we're just going to take it off. Take it off and look for another entry. Doesn't make sense to hold that through all that drawdown. Probably should have just taken it off once I knew I bought at the top there. Still going to start. It'll start to push here in a minute. When it starts to push, we'll re-enter. See the volume come in here. If the volume starts to come in, we'll take another long, take another shot at it. A little bit of a pullback. Just didn't want to hold it through that entire pullback. I wasn't quite sure how low it could go. Seller's still coming in here, so we're going to give it a minute. Kind of like to see the bounce in this area if we're going to get it. Just waiting here, watching. Just kind of watching here. Still no buyers to speak of yet. All right, now we'll take the entry. Well, might have faked us out there. I don't know. That's the only thing about trading right here is, gonna be real trappy. I want to see the buyers come in here. I want to see the ES push up, but it may not. If we don't see the buyers soon, we'll kill it, but some buyers coming in now. I want to see those buyers just pop it. Just pop it. Rip it. Buyers starting to show their heads. I'm going to take it off there, guys. It's probably going to rip, but I don't want to dig a big hole with 2 contracts there. I can find a better setup. Can find a better setup there. We don't want to dig a hole too big. May go here, but that was kind of a... Got a few buyers coming in here, so it might push on up now. Now they're starting to show up. I just don't want to dig a huge hole that we have to kind of fight our way out of $500, $600, $700. So starting to look a squeezy now, though. Buyers are sort of coming in. Sort of coming in. It's kind of lower volume. Don't know if I believe it. How's everybody doing this morning? Anybody trade that CPI numbers? Anybody trade CPI data? Definitely offers some fun. It's not well, it's fun if you end up on the right side of it, I guess. Do got a level here at 28. If it kind of gets above that 28 level, could probably trade back up into the 50, but I guess it's not really a level. 38. I'm sorry. 38 is the, is that 38 or 36? Oh, 36. Yeah, the volatility is definitely slowed down here, so just kind of waiting, watching. Be careful. Only down 169 on this account, so it's fine. We were down, I guess, about 600 or 700 on that during the London session. We got it back to 100 in green, and then we took that loss right there. Right there, we took a loss. And almost let it burn us. We almost let it burn us twice there. Apex 90% off sale ends tonight, guys. I thought it ended last night, but it's actually tonight. Let's go ahead and update this. All right, we got that updated there. It's kind of waiting here to see what happens with price. I mean, we're coming up on the top of the hour here. It's just kind of hanging out here. It's just kind of hanging out. Alrighty, if you guys are just now joining us, we did start the stream a little early to trade the CPI news. Took a couple of winners here. Took a 215 winner, 290 loser. Pretty much down like $50 on this account for the news there. But overall, we are up. Hold on one second. Got to take a phone call. Alrighty, we're back here. We're back. Sorry about that. I had to take that call. Thought I accidentally muted you guys. All right, now we get to push back up into the 40s that we were kind of looking for. Is this thing going to make it back up into the 50s? It's quite possible. If the ES gets above that 20 there, 09 to 20 was kind of the range on the ES. You can kind of see that yesterday if we zoom out, you know, that area. Yeah, I guess it's more like 4,500 to 4,520. Then we sold off. Missed that sell-off yesterday afternoon. I wasn't on. That was a pretty quick sell-off too. Between 3 and 4. Then it just kind of pushed up overnight. So ES rejecting that 20 level there. Good morning, Samir. So far. We full scented on a Bulanox eval account this morning on the CPI data. So we made 3,700 on that eval. And then I took one trade on this account on accident. Not on accident. I meant to enter the trade. I didn't mean to enter it with 7 contracts. So I killed it right away as soon as I realized I had 7 contracts. But still got $300 in profit out of that. Yeah, price action's kind of died off here. I mean, we had a little push up there at the 9. ES really got to get above that 20 to get going here. Nice move here on the ES, though. I mean, you see, tested support there at 93s. And, I mean, if you guys aren't following Mancini, need to be following him. You know, 87 to 93 remains support. So tested that 93 level. Ran right back up to the 09s, back up to almost to the 20s now. So you could just use that information if you wanted to for a trade, but I use it only for, I don't use it for a trade. I mean, you could technically, I guess, use it for a trade, but I just use it for what it's meant to be, information. I guess let me go ahead and get my Quantower loaded. I don't even have that loaded yet. Load up the Quantower. Do have a pivot point to the upside at 58. It's kind of what we bounced off of this morning, off those numbers. You see we pushed all the way up to the 57.50. So we kind of did a little dip and rip there this morning. Classic dip and rip. ESU3. The only thing I don't like about Quantower is, you know, it's a very minor thing. It doesn't populate the chart for you there. I have to type in the entire symbol. Are we just going to sell today? What do you guys think? I'm not sure. Sell today or not? We kind of follow. I mean, I don't know. We could sell off today. Could pull back, sell back down before we start making that next leg up. Feels like that's what we might have happen, but maybe we get the next leg up today. I don't know. Samir thinks up only. I don't know, Samir. Maybe. Maybe. Could be right. I would prefer a bit of a pullback myself to make it a little easier to trade. I don't want to just go straight up. So I prefer maybe to trade back into this 275, 285 area. Kind of a little pullback, retrace most of this move, and then maybe push up. Might just get a blast off, though, at the open here. Who really knows? That could be what's incoming. Well, let's see. I don't know. Maybe we get a big move here. If we bounce out, I mean, that's the thing. You could zoom out here a little bit. We got a minute, so let's take a look. Kind of zoom out. Zoomy, 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 right? So kind of look at that. Look at this channel, right? So if you just kind of you look at this higher time frame channel here, kind of gives you a lot of information, right? So in order for us to break out here, Samir, we really got to pop out of the top of this. You got to blow the top off this 58 area. And maybe we move up. But based on this channel, you would think that we're probably going to pull back before we kind of push higher. So I don't know. Just kind of what I'm seeing overall. I don't do a whole lot of like higher time frame analysis, but that's what I see there. So more likely that we pull back, I would say, before we break out, but we could very well still break out there. Got to get above that 58 area strong in order to get a breakout. More likely that we pull back down into that lower part of that channel. Selling back down here. Rejecting pretty hard here. How's it going, Paul? Got the VWAP all the way down at the 80. Maybe a little pushback up here before we sell back down. I don't know if we'll participate in this. We might. If something obvious. Got kind of a little ABC forming here. We'll move down, push back up for the little pushback down here. Let me see here. A little bearish ABC possible. All right, just kind of watching here. This will participate here. I want to see sellers come on in strong here and push this on back down to that 300 level. We'll take it off there. I feel like it should have probably just pushed on down into that 300 level if it was going to go. Might be a little early to the party there. Plus, we are kind of before, between 9 and 9:30, so just want to be careful. Could always re-enter if we decide to. Well, don't know if I want to re-enter or not here. We'll see. It's kind of watching. I mean, this is setting up like it's going to just sell off here. Really, it is. Setting up like maybe we retest that 80 area. That'd be ideal. Pull back into the 80 area right there by the time we open and then push up. Retest the high day. No real sellers coming in. Small buyers right here. You do have the 09 level, the 08, 09 level right there on the ES is where the VWAP is, and also that area of importance. Got sellers coming in now. Not quite strong enough yet. Not strong enough yet. There they come. Probably going to retest that 300 level. Don't know if I'm going to participate though. Probably would be a time to participate. Now the seller's coming in pretty heavy, but we're going to wait. So probably would have got filled there. I think our target was like, I don't know. I think it was 04. Not a whole lot of volume going on right here, though. If you guys haven't already, hit that like button for me. Subscribe. Feel free to chat down below. We do stream 5 days a week if you're new here. 3 a.m. for the London session and 9:30 a.m., of course, for the New York. I just realized I'm all zoomed in. Zoom out a little bit. Zoom out a little bit. Let's see what happens. Anybody take any trades yet this morning? Samir, Paul, you guys done anything yet? We're going to be looking to yesterday, really, last 2 days, I haven't really traded the funded account. I've taken a couple of entries, haven't trusted them. Today, we're going to set our targets, take our entry, and it's either going to hit the target or stop us out. That's going to be the plan today on the funded account. We're going to find a entry and go with it. Very low volume right here coming into the open, kind of expected. You woke 15 minutes ago. You just woke up. Gotcha. You're still getting the sleep out of your eyes then. That's how I am for the London session. I wake up, I come in here, I sit down right away. I fire the computer up and go live. Literally set my alarm clock at 2:45. Come in here. By the time I turn everything on and load the charts, it's 2:55, and we go live. So I know what you mean. Still trying to push into the 200 subscribers level there, guys. So if you're watching and you're not yet subscribed, please do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. It's free, and it helps the channel. So it didn't quite make it back to that 300 level, kind of bouncing. Let's take a look here and see. Yep, hold on one second, get another phone call. Hello, hello, hello. I'm on here. There we go. Trying to make sure you guys can still hear me. All right. Yeah, we got a big sell-off yesterday at close. Did any of you guys get in on that big sell-off there? I sure didn't. Samir says 317 here. You woke up early this morning. 317. Nice. I don't know what would be better. Would it be better for it to be later in the evening now? I feel like that might be best, right? So we'll see what happens here at open. Kind of hoping we'd like to see maybe a pullback into the VWAP there potentially. See if we can get a pullback maybe into that 280 level there before we push up. But we'll see. We shall see. $10 minutes here till we open. 10 minutes. What do you guys think? Best your hour set up for London and then opening are perfect. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can catch both of them in the middle of the day. I guess what would that? If it's 3 o'clock now, London's what, like 11 a.m. or something like that? No, 6 hours ago. So like 9 a.m. 9 a.m. There you go. Not bad. So let's kind of see what happens here at open. I'm thinking maybe a little pullback into that 280, 290 area. If we just rip at open, a little worrisome, but I'd like to see the ES pull back into that 09 area right there where the VWAP is. That would be pretty nice little setup. Nasdaq looking a little stronger this morning. Let's see what happens though. That was what that line was for. I forgot. Yeah, I like to see a little pullback here at open. No major news for today. Yeah. Do have a gap to the upside a bit here. Zoom out. Yeah, we closed on the right here. We closed down at the 180 yesterday, so we're up quite a big gap. About 140 point gap on the NAS. Maybe come back down. Maybe we do full pull back down there at open. Got about 9 minutes here till the open. Nice double top going on right there. The 340 area. Get above that 57 level there. I think we take off. But really would like to see a pullback into this 80. That's where the VWAP rests. Pull back into the 80. Nice. Then maybe a little push up from there. Take the ES back down into the 09s. Hold the 09s there would be nice. Let's take a look and see what Mancini had to say this morning. I already read it once. Just want to make sure that he didn't put anything else out. 43. So he's saying 93 support. We already tested that. It's CPI numbers. So we want to stay above 45.09, which is kind of what we figured. That's what we're thinking anyway. So starting to pull back here, coming into open. They try to front run that move there, the 830s. You guys can see this right here at 815. I guess people, they knew what was going to happen before it happened and kind of pushed it up here, front runned it a little bit, pulled back. Little nice little dip, then a rip. Dip, then a rip. So back to business. That's right. Bullish gap at 300. Yeah. Yeah, there is. I don't know how much I believe in that gap, to be honest, though. This one down here would make a little more sense. Down in this area, if you were going to look at that. So 80 would kind of be my area. Oh, come on. Don't pull back before the market opens. Like for it to wait for the market to open to be pulling back here. We'll see what happens here at open. See if we hold that VWAP or not. If we sell right through it, then it just might be a waterfall down to the lows. Sell through the VWAP, kind of sell down to the lows here. If we bounce off the VWAP, then I think we hold this and break out. Hold that kind of 80 level there. Oops. So maybe pull back into this level and bounce. We'll see. If you guys haven't already, hit that like button for me, subscribe. Today is the last day for the 90% off on the Apex. Midnight tonight. I misspoke in my recap yesterday and said yesterday was the last day, but it's actually today at midnight. So if you are interested in trading futures, got the link in the description, coupon code in the banner. Also, 90% off on Bulanox. They have not, as far as I know, they haven't said when that's going to end yet. So that's also got the link in the description with the coupon code for that. That does help the channel out. If you guys are interested in trading futures, if you could use my code, that'd be great. If not, we'll use someone's code at least. Just kind of watching the ES here, see if we hold this 09 area. Don't really like opening up right at the VWAP. Not in love with that, but we'll see what happens. Like I said, to break that hourly trend there, the high, we're going to have to kind of right in the middle of that hourly trend that we got going on. The high of it's going to be at the 57. The low is going to be down here in the 40s. So I feel like we're going to bounce here at open, but we'll see what price tells us. That's the important thing. Already trying to bounce off that 300 there and push up now. ES holding up there at the VWAP. Two minutes or so until we open. Put in your guesses now. What's it going to be? What's it going to be? All right, here we go. Let's see what happens. Thinking to pull back, especially if the ES, we may actually start selling. If the ES loses this 09 before open, which it's pretty much doing now, probably going to retest these lows at open. We'll see if the ES holds up. See if the NAS can pull that back up at open here. Just going to try to be patient on this first move. See if we can't get the ES and the NAS to kind of start working together. Because usually at open, they're a little bit out of sync. I don't know what my dog's saying. Saying something, though. He said, the market is opening soon. Everyone else be quiet. There's no one else here. It's just me. Had to yell at him. All right, ES trying to hold here. The VWAP. See what happens. Few seconds here before the market opens. Let's see what happens. Few seconds here. Put your bets in now. What's it going to be? What's it going to be? He said go short, Samir. All right. Hey, if we break that 80 level, we probably will go short, depending upon what the ES is doing, right? All right, let's go. Here we are. Let's see what happens. ES is losing the VWAP there. Let's see what the NAS does. See what the NAS does. The old nasty. Testing the VWAP. See if we lose it. Don't want to jump in too soon. Want to really start to see this thing to start selling. All right, bouncing here. Back above 305, I'll probably take a long. Currently long here. Come on, don't you dare do me like that. Come on. Move the stop there too soon, I guess. I don't want to re-enter there, but may have no choice. Not in love with this re-entry, but see if we can go. Move my target up a little bit there. All right, now we're back at break even. I'm locking in 5 handles here, guys. I just, actually, I guess it was a little less than that. I don't know. I just didn't like having to re-enter there. I like my first entry. I didn't realize I only had 1 contract. I thought I entered with 2. I probably would have held that, but let's just wait. Anyways, it could have got more out of that move for sure, but it's one of those things. You take what you can get, right? So the ES rejected that 20 level. It's kind of that line in the sand there. A little bit of a pullback here. See if we bounce. See if it offers us a direction here. No need to be in a hurry. Got denied right there at the 20 on the ES. See if it bounces off that VWAP again. Looking weak. ES is holding up there. Nasdaq looking a little weak here. Sellers are coming in here, but not huge volume. Let's see here. Kind of lower volume there. Let's try it one more time. In at break even. Locking in a little bit. There we go. Just locking in a little bit. Volatility is kind of crazy right here, so I don't want to be in something too long. If the ES gets above 20s, we go. But if it rejects that 20 area again, then it's going to be troublesome. So all right, well, let's see now. See if the ES pushes back through the high day there. I don't quite know what happened there. I was trying to take a trade over there on my... did I get? Oh, I guess I accidentally. I don't know what happens there. You guys have any? I don't know. It's not an issue, but I hit the flat and I hit the break even button on the ES trade there. I was long from 18, and I hit break even, and it took my take profit away. Took my take profit away. Gonna wait here and see what happens. See if this if we push through that high a day there. Just kind of watching here and see. ES looking stronger here. So ES kind of breaking out of that range there. Like I said, we bust through this high here at 58. If this thing puts in this triple top here and starts to sell, then that's the only worrisome thing here. Let's see here what happens. Pivot point up at 58 on the Nasdaq, something to be aware of. Get above that 58 there, you could probably break out here on that hour channel. Oh goodness, if you guys haven't already, hit that like button for me, subscribe. Just trying to be patient here. Get above that pivot point there. If the ES starts pushing, then we can start looking for an entry here. But let's see if this thing gets out of this hourly channel or if it just turns back down. I almost want to take an aggressive short here, to be honest. Buy volume's coming back in, sort of. And there we go. Sell, sell, sell. Oh man, I wanted to get into that short and I didn't take it. That's okay. Is this just a little pullback or are we going to sell here? Kind of bounced off that high to high trend line there. If you drew one, if you drew a high to high trend line, you would be right there at that kind of area there. If it breaks through there, then, you know. Oh my goodness. Mancini tweeted. Let's see what he tweeted. He says, Whipsaw, we are arriving at 45.27 target. Locking gains here. 38's up next. So Mancini seems to feel like we're going to be moving up today, I think, based on what he says. Got to hold 09 though. All right, let's see if we break through this area here, if this thing's just going to bounce off this area again. Just kind of watching here to see if you said up only. Choppy for now. Yeah, I guess you did say up only, Samir. We gotta break above 58 though. You gotta get above that pivot there. If we get above that pivot, then we go. But just kind of stuck right here. Still hasn't broken out of that area. ES took the liquidity there. Let's kind of see what happens here. Maybe we take a little long. We'll see. Let's see here. Actually, we're not going to. Samir, there's at least 5 bearish fair value gaps on NQ. Yeah. That uptrend's weak. Choppy, so you're waiting. A little bit weak, but who knows. Kind of breaking through here. If we hold this area, could pop back up. Need a 400 and we just need a little over $400 to get that second Buellanox account funded. About $440 on that one. So see if we can get that one done today. If you guys are just joining us, I did trade the CPI numbers this morning. I full ported a Buellanox account, made $3,700 there. So then took another trade on the other Buellanox account there. So let's see here. Trying to push back up. The ES, let's see here. Man, I kind of want to take a long here. Yeah, 58 pivot. We still got to pop that, but I think we might do it here. Let's see here. We're going to try it. We're going to try it. See if we can't pop this pivot there at the 58s. Locking in $40. All right, we'll lock in a little more. We'll lock in $100. See if we get turned here and blast right through there. Come on. There it is. There we go. Look at it go. Look at it go. Look at it go there, guys. Look at it go. This thing is just going. So we're breaking out of that 1 hour range there. Let's see if we hold it. See if we hold it. They're going to have to make it stick. Could have really bought for this breakout here of this high-to-high trend line, right? If you were watching the high-to-high trend line, it kind of broke out, turns that trend line into support, and then breaks out. That's a pretty kind of a common setup there. So then if you're looking for the breakdown, you're just going to look for your... I'm horrible at the first line for whatever reason. Oh my gosh. Oh, something like that. Oh my God. It's pushing up here into the 30s on the ES there. Wish I would have held that long. I was long there from the 18s, and I took it off for like break even. And then we just blasted up. I got to stop taking those trades off. Got to hold those longs on the ES or whatever. It's trades on the ES. I just got to hold those a little easier, a little longer. So it broke out there. We probably shortchanged ourselves on that, but the thing is, could have just turned around at that pivot, right? You never know. I was thinking of taking a long above the pivot. All right. Got to take that off. All right. So, Samir, did you jump in on that? Yeah, if you would have just bought the VWAP this morning, I mean, you could have bought the VWAP on the NAS here. It literally came back. I mean, I'm pretty sure we said this pre-market, guys. Now, obviously, I didn't do it either. I didn't take the VWAP bounce because I didn't trust it, but we talked about this pre-market. We talked about this 80 level. I drew the line here. Like, ideally, we'd like to open up, come back, touch the VWAP, and then look for it to take out the high a day. So that was a pretty simple entry there. Kind of, it offered it twice. Yeah, it touched the VWAP, bounced up. What is that? 40 points, 50 points. Come back, touch it again. Made that, broke out of that high to high line there, the high to high. Came back, tested it, and then broke out again. You're looking at a 100-point move up if you took that trade off the VWAP. Of course, that's in hindsight. It's one thing to talk about it. It's another thing to take it, right? So sometimes you just got to trust your own feeling as to what's going to happen there. So kind of pulling back here on lower volume, maybe for the next push up. We are 10 minutes away from the top of the hour. See if this buy volume comes back in, push us on up into the 400s here. Maybe get a little bit of a retest of that pivot. Would be nice down in that 60 range before kind of moving higher. The market might just say, nope, not going to do it. We're just going to move right on through there. Yeah, maybe even the 70. If we could just pull back to the 70, that'd be nice. That'd be even fine. If you guys haven't already, hit that subscribe button for me. I'm trying to push into 200 subscribers. So if you're watching and you're not yet subscribed, do me a favor. Help me out. Push the button. It helps. The like button as well. That'd be nice. It'd be a friendly gesture. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything to like the video or subscribe. All right, get a little turn back down here. Let's see what happens. Let's watch this. Just going to keep in mind we have a pivot at 58. We have a key level at 70, 69. So if we by chance pull back deep enough here, we'll look for an entry. A little bit of a, what did we pull back to there? I turned away for a second, so I did touch the 70. I was looking away for just a second there, just looking at something else. That's all right. I mean, ideally, I'd like us to touch that 60 area, but 70 would be good enough. Could be good enough. It's moving up, but not in love with the volume look. Not in love with the volume. Guys, I'm going to make a video today covering my strategy. So if you're interested in the in what I'm using to trade now, things kind of have changed with what I'm doing. I was going to make a video of that later today to kind of share it with you guys, what I'm using, the different confluences that I'm using to take my entries. Now, obviously, they don't always work. There's no perfect strategy, right? But I don't know if you've noticed the difference in my trading over the last week and a half, 2 weeks, how all of a sudden I'm pretty much green every day as opposed to struggling. There is a reason behind that. So I'm going to share that with you guys. Now, obviously, I'd still take some trades that I shouldn't take, but that has nothing to do with my strategy. That's just mental. Like this trade right here, I should have entered. I didn't because we're kind of pressing into this whole number. But based on the old strategy here, we should be taking that entry. If you guys are new, you know that, or not new, but if you've been here a while, you know I say that we never usually stick on that first push above the whole number. So I'd expect a trade maybe into that 15,405 area, then maybe turn back down to that 90, 95 area. So could have probably taken this trade. Probably would have worked out there for 15, 20 points, but just wanted to be a little more careful with it. Yes. Exactly. All right. ES all the way up into the 35s here. So we did push above the whole number there, just barely though. 0175. So thinking we would trade a little higher than that. So let's see what we get here, guys. Let's see if this thing continues to push higher. I mean, are we going to see the 500s today? Are we going to see the 500s? Quite possibly. We've broken out of that channel. Sort of. So we got to make it stick, though. So for the bulls here, you really want to keep it above that 58. We lose that 58, we trade back into that channel. It's not going to be a good sign for the bulls. So as long as we continue pushing up, kind of breaking out of that hourly downtrend channel that we had going on. We had a nice uptrend going on there for a while, and then turned to a downtrend over the last week or two. Just kind of waiting to see what happens. If you guys just joining us, if you're just joining us, I can't speak. We did trade the CPI data this morning. We hit the CPI data for a nice little large win. And let's see, that's on the Bulenox account. So we're up over here on the Bulenox account. See, we got this one across the finish line. 53,000, we hit the target. And we're up 410 on the other one. So we only need about $440 more on this one to kind of get it to the funded status. We did get an Apex account funded yesterday, and we already are funded on Topstep. I have not taken a trade yet on my Topstep account today, but I do plan on finding that trade maybe during the 10 o'clock hour here. So we're up quite a bit, and we were down on this Apex account during the London session. I mean, I don't know, $600 or $700. For those of you who watched the London session, you know. Well, we've made a comeback on that account. Got it back to green. Got it back to green. Didn't see the London session all that well. I did not trade it well at all. Pushing up into the 411s here. So it's kind of what we were talking about. We pushed up into the 400 level, pulled back. You know, pulled back into that 90 and blasted out of there. So I was kind of talking. I kind of missed that one. Wasn't really paying attention. So we're already up decently on the day there. Oh, yeah, thanks, Samir. Appreciate that. We're up pretty decent on the day. So Mancini just tweeted out again. He's saying target number 2 is 38 to 40, which we're at currently. That's his final target for the day. Basically, anything extra is bonus. Lock in more gains. Trail your stop. Ideally, we just base here today. So, yeah. So really, you want to stay above 45.20 area here for the bulls to stay in control. So this might kind of turn into just a little chop zone area for the rest of the day. A little ping pong back and forth. We'll see. It's kind of it might be opposite of the last 2 days. The last 2 days we've sold off in the morning, retraced it kind of during lunch, and then sold off in the afternoon. Maybe we do the opposite here. We push up, pull back, and then push up for the afternoon. All the way up into the 30s here. Feels bad. I should have took that trade off the 90. That would have been a nice trade. Missed the entry. Didn't want to take it. Didn't want to chase the trade there after missing the entry. So it just crossed over the 10 o'clock hour. Kind of would expect to see some sort of retracement. You know. I'll say soon, but not necessarily like, you know, it may not be too soon, but some sort of retracement once we get up here. Kind of quite a ways above the VWAP at this point. VWAP's now at the 15,310. Kind of take this stuff off here. Still just pushing, just going to the moon here without us. Nice little entry that we had right there at 50 or 39, huh? Only up 100 points from there. I'd say we took short profit. Not really short profit. I mean, I took, whatever that is, almost 20 handles out of it. Obviously, I didn't know it was just going to continue up. Could have easily kind of turned back down. This thing is just refusing to stop. Oh my goodness. Kind of some sell volume coming in now. Do you dare short this thing though? I'd like to see probably some displacement back to the downside. Let's maybe get some move back to the downside here and see what happens. Possible move back into the 03 area, maybe. Looks like we're at the high. We're at a high from, is that from yesterday? Yeah, we're at yesterday's high right now. So we took that liquidity from yesterday's high. On the NQ, that is. And a little resistance here, yesterday's high. See if it pulls back just to get the energy to push through. Just waiting and seeing, guys. Just waiting to see what goes on. Oh, man, this thing looks like it's about to pop back through there. I hate watching, but I don't know if I want to take a... No, we're not going to do it. Got a lot going on up here. Between 42 and 49 are a couple of key zones. where we could just reject. So we're going to just be patient and see what happens. We actually touched that 42.50 zone, 42.25. That's the top of a zone there. We could just reject that zone. Kind of think we might turn back down here, guys. It's kind of what it feels like. Kind of feels like a turn back down is coming. And there it is. I mean, is this thing going to come back into that 11 area? Just kind of watching. Kind of watching. Let's see if we get a quick pull back into the 11 area, maybe. So I'm taking a short here off stream, trying to look for the 11 area. Might take a loss here. Got a tight stop on it, but looking for the 11 area. How's it going, Nog? Good morning. I want to see a quick push down into the 11 area. All right, I just killed it there for break even. I don't like how it's not going. Probably going to go without me, but I don't like how, I mean, if it was going to trade into the 11, I think it should have done it much quicker than that. So actually lost $10 on that trade. It's fine. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the stream, Nog. Welcome to the stream. Glad I closed that trade. Would have got stopped. Now buyers are trying to push back in here. It's just trying to take a little quick scalp to the short side there. If we push above 33.50, then maybe we trade back up into that 42 area. So I don't know if that's enough room though, right? To take that trade. Probably not. It's kind of chopping here. This is kind of that time of day where it could get choppy. Oh, come on. You're going to tempt me to take the short again? It's going to try to tempt me to take the short again. I'm just going to wait, guys. It's probably going to pull back into the 11, but I'm not liking this price action. Don't want to get chopped up in it. I was thinking of the short there at 24, back to the 11s. The problem is I just tried that. Got stopped out for break even, or actually lost $10. And yeah, it's kind of looking like that's what it would normally do to me this time of day. That's why I closed that trade, because I'm like, it kind of would do that to me 2-3 times and stop me out 2-3 times of me trying to get one move. All right, here we go. Trying to go down into the 11s. We're not in it. We're currently flat. It holds that 410, 411 area. Then we may get a bounce up out of there. Yeah, I definitely want to press the button, but we're not going to. Not going to. Definitely not pressing the button, guys. We're going to wait. See what happens at that 410, 411 area. Incoming. And there it is. Would have got filled there. Would have got filled there, but would have been a loser because I had my stop at 27. Kind of watching this area, see if we bounce. Gonna wait. Gonna wait here, gonna wait here. Let's see here. Bouncing off the 03s. This holds and we get buyers to come in. Then we may try to run this back up to the 30s. Rip it back up to the 30s here. Come on. Get it back up to the 30s. I want to see if this thing rips back up to the 30, but it may not. We might take a loser here, guys. Come on, rip. Rip it up. I don't want to just take it off, but I might just eat the loss here. Let's see. There comes the volume. Come on, you can do it. Well, might lose this one. Oh, we're going to get stopped, guys. Feels bad. So we lost decent amount on that one. We're down 120 on that Bulanox now. That was about a $500 winner. Or loser. I moved my stop below the low of the last candle. That one feels kind of bad. I could have taken it off for break even twice, but wasn't really looking for. I was thinking that we might push up there. I kind of entered that trade late too. It's probably my fault. Because what did I enter? Yeah, I pretty much entered at 24. I should have been entering that trade as we broke back above 11. So that's it's going to be my fault there. So that's the thing. Got to trust the strategy, right? When it says to enter, you're supposed to enter. Not supposed to wait. Struggling at that 20 area there. Get above 26, 25, 26. We push up into the 30s here. If we don't get above there, then it's going to probably sell back down. Not going, not wanting to do it. Kind of choppy here. Is this thing going to sell? I don't know. It's hard to say. See if this thing pushes into that 33 level. Come on. Keep going. Come on. Keep going. I want to see it get through that 30 level strong there. If we flip that 33.50, I think we can trade all the way back up into the 42s there. All right. Took a little winner there, but just got us. We're down 150 now because I tried to take that long twice. Burned me twice on that long. And now sells. I was way too slow. Now it triggered a short at 21, and I was way too slow. Way too slow. Kind of approaching that low to low trend line there. So it's kind of is a bounce area. If you guys haven't already, if you're new here, hit that like button for me. Subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. I'm trying to push into the 200 subscriber level. Not there yet. Got a ways to go. And if you're watching and you're not subscribed, please help me out. Helps the channel. It's free to subscribe. Just hit that button for me. Greatly appreciate it. Kind of lose this 11 area. We may, this is a little late to the short game, though, is the only thing. A little late to the short game. Oh, it's kind of breaking through that low to low line there. Kind of making me want to take a short, but kind of popped and dropped a couple times here. So full disclosure for you guys, this is the P&L. You can see we're down 150 on this Bulenox account. Up 3,700 on that one. And over here on the Topstep, step 1, we're only up $12.50. Basically even. Just took one trade on that. And as you can see, up 411 on this Apex here. And haven't taken a trade on the Topstep funded yet. Trying to be patient with that one. Wait for an ideal setup. This looks just, I mean, this looks like we should be shorting here. Problem is, it triggered my short all the way up there at the 20, so there's no point in chasing it. No point in chasing it. See if we get a little push back up here. Maybe we get a push back up. We can re-enter short. What's going on, Samir? You back? So kind of breaking through this whole number here, testing it there. Once again, guys, we push through this whole number, maybe down to the 90, push back up to the 05, maybe the 410 area, maybe trigger another short there. potentially. $86. All right, let's see if this thing holds this 90 level here. If it pulls back into it and holds it. Let's just watch it. Testing the 400 level here. Oh man, I wasn't even looking again. That pushed back up into the 10, triggered another short. I wasn't looking at it again. Let's pay attention. All right, let's see what happens at 90. So let's see if we pop back up here off 90. I might take the pop. We'll see. It's more of a dangerous trade because it may not pop, right? Retesting that 05 level. Some support there at 86 on the NQ. See if we bounce off that or if we sell through. Just kind of watching here to see what happens, guys. Got an important level there at the 0375s, kind of pushing up off that. See if we bounce here, if we sell back down. Could kind of go either way. Feel like it's going to bounce, but retesting that 11 area here again. Get above that 11, flip that one. We may see that 30 area again. Just kind of being patient here, waiting and seeing. All right, we're going to see if we can get this move back up into the mid-20s. And that's a no. Kind of a choppy zone here. Choppy area, tough to read. Yeah, it's kind of trappy right now for sure. Kind of want to see it sell down into the 90, but it may not. Let's see here. Really just chopping around here in a range, guys. Small range. Kind of a small range here. Not really. I mean, it did give us a move a minute ago, but now it's going to trade back into the 90s here. ES is holding up there at the 35s. Just kind of watching here to see idiot box. Yeah, there's the idiot box already. See if this thing pushes down into the 86 here, possibly. Who knows? Hit that 86. Let's see if it bounces here. Or if it loses that 86 level. Seems like it's trying to bounce off that 86 there. Kind of bounced off that 86 area strong there. See if it moves back through the 400 level strong. If it can get through 400 strong here, I think we trade back up into that 411 area. Just very small range here. Very small range that we're dealing with. Very small range that we're dealing with here. Let's just kind of see. I mean, it feels like it wants to kind of sell down, right? That's what it feels like, but it's just not really doing it yet. Trying to push back up here. Get above that 04 level strong there. Probably not going to make it stick this first time. Let's see here if this is going to be the turn back down. Get through that 11 area strong there. Kind of be the idea. There we go. Maybe move all the way up into the 30s. Nice little run there up. Nice little run up there. Kind of putting in a lower high though. Pulling back right off that area. It's pulling back right there. Let's see what she does. What she does. Is she going to hold? Is she going to make it stick? Guys, really, I mean, we're just chopping here. There's not much going on. It's, you know, I've taken some trades in this area and it's not it's not ended well. So we're just chopping here. I mean, you can trade it if you can catch the little bounces and the drops, but tough area to trade in right here. See if we get back above that 11 area, push back into the 20s possible. Possible push back into the 20s here. We'll see if we get it. Buy volume trying to come in here. And there you go, just rejected. It's kind of rejected that 11 area there. It looked like it was going to go, and then it just didn't go. Kind of right here in the middle of this range, so not really too much to do. Kind of forming like a little channel here. Let's see here. Feels like we're going to get a pull back into that 95 area possible. Kind of testing the top of that trend line. Would expect kind of a pullback here, push back down. So we're going to push through that 400 level again. Got right through there for a little bit. See if it continues. Down to the 98s. Still holding this trend here, as you can see. Our channel. Down into the 89s. Wow. Selling there. Kind of testing the bottom of that trend line now. 70 is going to be the area there. Bottom of that trend line. Let's see if it breaks out. Testing the bottom of that channel there. That was a proper move there. Make it through 69, then we sell back into the 50, probably. Don't want to feel like I'm chasing it. So let's give this a minute. Let's give this a moment. We're going to make a decision right here. All right, we're going to try to take this move down into the 50s here. Come on. Come on. Don't you do me dirty. Yeah, come on. Give me the 50s. Give me the 50s. Feels bad. Took a trade there on the funded account. I was looking for 55. Of course, I didn't move the stop, but didn't move it quickly. I was just looking for 55 in general. Didn't get it. But of course, the entry was not at 77 where it needed to be. The entry was at 66. So that's kind of the problem with that. It's supposed to enter it at 77 there. Should offer us one more opportunity there. Still think we see maybe even 42. Maybe even 42 on this move down. There's the sell into the 55s. Feels bad. Looking to see a little pop here. $42's coming up. 36 next. Watching the ES, almost back to the VWAP there. Guess we did have a pivot point there at 59. I didn't even notice that. ES going back to 520 is quite possible. But both the ES and the NQ are kind of approaching the VWAP near the same time. Push back up into that 76 area possible. Possible pushback up into 76. Got the VWAP down at the 36 on the Nasdaq. See how price reacts to that area. If it gets there, may not get there yet though. ES touched the VWAP. ES coming down to retest the VWAP once again. Nasdaq's not quite got there yet. Like I said, the VWAP on the Nasdaq's at the 36 level. Shorted at 365. YOLO. 365. I mean, you'll probably get that 36 touch. I'd consider possibly covering in that area. But oh, just traded right through the VWAP. Wow. Working out for you then. Kind of watching here, seeing if we get a pop back above the VWAP there. I think we might be able to. Might turn the, yeah, that was a pretty big move. Might turn the VWAP into resistance here. I'd like to see a little pop before I take a, I want to take a short entry, but we need a little push back up in order for me to be able to get in. Needs a little push back up here, maybe into the VWAP, and then maybe we can take a short. You're not trying to get in at the bottom? Yeah, me either. But the thing is, I don't know that this is the bottom, right? I'm going to wait here and see what happens. Coming back into the VWAP here on the NAS. Kind of watching, got it back above the VWAP there. Just kind of watching the ES here, watching the NAS, see what happens. If they both break above the VWAP there. It certainly still looks like a short to me, though. How's it going day trading like a predator? All right, let's see if we can get a push down into the 16 area possible. Quickly would be nice. Want to see these sellers come in and push this back down here. Come on. Oh, man, I got to start doing better here. I didn't hold that trade. Of course, it is a little bit risky of a trade there. I was trying to look for 16. You're doing good. That's good. Good, good. We're doing okay. We're up $4.11 on this Apex account. We're up $25 on the funded account. We are down on the Bulenox account. 195. It's been a battle on that account today. We're up 3,700 on the other one. And on the Topstep, One Step, One Rule account, One Step, One Rule, we are up $12. Haven't really taken any trades on that one yet. Struggling hard to get this Bulenox account and this funded account, trying to get the funded account to $200 and just not trusting the trade. I said I wasn't going to do that today. So next entry, we are going to hold it for the profit target or the stop loss. One or the other. Just pick a good entry and take it. And there's the target. that we would have had on the short there on the funded account, but we didn't hold it. Thing is, no real reason to cover there on that account. No real reason to cover. None at all. Momentum kind of shifting back to the upside here. Putting a little bit of a double bottom here. Possible get back above the VWAP here. Need that ES to get back above that 20 level to get going. See if we can't trade up into this, I don't know, 35 area quickly. And almost to the 35. Did it make it to the 35? It's almost. 34.50. Almost made it. See what we got going on. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Pulling back. Kind of rejecting the VWAP there. VWAP right there at that 35 area. ES is back up to the VWAP. Is it just going to tap the VWAP and sell back off? Or are we going to push through there and start to push back up? Did kind of... Pushing above the VWAP here. Trying to. ES approaching the VWAP. Popping above there. Do have a pivot at 59 there. To the upside to be aware of. Come on, push into the 57s for me. Took another long there on the funded account. Got $95 out of it. Kind of got that 50 drama there. Should have took the entry a little bit sooner. Should have been long from like the break of 37. Didn't get long until 46. I mean, that's the thing. Like, really trying to wait for confirmation. And if I just take the entries I need to be taking, then we'll be good to go. But we are up 116 on that account there. I'm going to try to take one more trade on it if we can find. Kind of approaching that trend line there. See if it turns that into kind of some resistance. Coming up on the top of the hour here. I'd expect maybe a sell back down from here, to be honest. Nice little push up into this kind of order block area. So we're only red on one account. We're down 195 on the Bulenox. Every other account's green. We have gotten one Bulenox account funded today. I was trying to get the other one going, but we've been in the wrong direction on that one. We're down 195, so we need $1,200 in profit on that one to get it across the finish line. Confident we'll get it there. Just gonna, take some work. If you guys haven't already, hit that like button for me. Subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. Trying to make it to 200 subscribers this week, and we are a ways away. I think we entered the day at 183. So let's see where we're at right now. Oh, we're at 186. So we've got a few subscribers come in there. Let's see if any of them give me notifications. I don't know. Sometimes I get the notifications. How do you bounce back from losing? You just keep taking trades. That's my strategy. Now, the thing is, on my funded account, if I take two losers, oh, thanks for the congrats there, Predator. But yeah, if I take two losing trades in a row, I try to rest on that account. So I don't know, my internet must have blinked. So if I take two losing trades in a row, I'll take a break on that account. On the funded account, if I take two losers, I just put that thing away for the day. So, but on my regular accounts, that's kind of my idea there. Okay, if we take two losers in a row, let's just move on to a different account. Use the same strategy, but just move on. We'll come back to it later. So then once we get the other accounts to decent profit, like I've done, then I'll start back working on this Bulenox. So like I took two losers in a row on the Bulenox, and then I came back to it and took a winner. So if you just keep it to two losers at a time and don't keep pressing the button on the same account, then usually you're okay. Got to get above that pivot at 59 there. If we get above that pivot at 59, maybe we can make something happen. But feels to me like we're just going to sail. Get below that VWAP again. I don't see how we don't retest that 300 level. But yeah, knowing when to walk away is a big deal, on bouncing back. I mean, sometimes if it's just not your day, like this morning, the London session, took more trades than I should have. I wasn't seeing the market well, but I had to try, sometimes when you're streaming, you feel like you need to take trades just for entertainment value. But in reality, it's not true. It's not the way you should be operating. But, yeah, so sometimes I get in trouble there doing that. I mean, we're losing the VWAP here, so where could this thing sell to? I mean, maybe back down to the 10? Maybe a quick move back into that 10 area. It's a possibility. Come on, give me the 11. I'll take 11. All right, we got 11. Dude, that kind of makes me mad right there. I got a pretty short stop on my Bulenox. I have a pretty short stop, like 20 ticks. I entered that short, and it stopped me out. I re-entered again. So it stopped me for a loser, and then I re-entered again, and so basically I lost money there. I guess I enter with a short stop, and then I move my stop to where it needs to be. The reason I do that is because, in case it bounces, I don't want to take a quick loss. But It kind of messed me up right there because it bounced up like 20 ticks as soon as I entered. It took my stop, and then I had to re-enter again. Anyways, Samir said he's going to stop here for the day. You don't feel the price action made my target for the day. All right, we'll see you at the London session. Appreciate it, Samir. Glad you made your target. So we got another short. I got another short entry notification right here, but oh man, maybe it's paying. It went down to 95. Gave me the notification at 08, but that was a swift move down to 95 right there. I didn't take it. That's the thing with this new strategy. You'll see, guys, like sometimes it pops off notifications, and I don't know. I just don't take them. I've tried before to take every one. Doesn't work that well, though. You got to kind of have some discretion. So I'd like to see maybe a pushback up into that. We need a pretty big pushback. Well, 20 area maybe. This thing's still going. Still going down. Oh my goodness. This thing's firing off another short. I mean, do I dare take it? Oh my gosh, I don't know. No. I'm not taking it. This looks reversely to me. It's telling me to short, but like this looks reversely to me. This looks... I think we could bounce here. Oh. Feels like we could bounce here. Could also sell, right? Do got a level there at 94, this kind of support, so... Like I always tell you guys, the first move below the whole number never usually sticks, although we already made a move below the whole number here. So if it does push back up above the whole number, kind of make you think we're going to get a little retracement, a little push back up here off the bottom. Little pop back up there, and now we are selling. Get through that 90 drama. I mean, I don't know. Come on, push down. Need to adjust my trailing. I'm going to adjust it a little bit because what's happening is the profit trigger is at 20. Oh, but it's trailing. Oh, never mind. I know why I got it. There we go. This is going to make more sense now. All right, there we go. That makes more sense. I don't know why I had it like that. I had it trailing by 25 ticks. That's way too far. So even in profitable trades, I was getting stopped out for break even almost. All right, a little pop back up there, retesting that 300 level. Like I said, feels kind of bouncy there. 76 is the bottom. Let's see if this thing moves up. Break a 10 there. VWAP back up at the 38 area. I'm going to wait and see if this thing turns back down one more time. Got kind of momentum going, slowing to the upside here. ES bounced right off of that 09 area, though. I didn't even realize we bounced right off that 09 level. Huge bounce off the 09. Feels bad I didn't enter this long, but what can you do? I was messing with my ATM strategy. Although it still is looking bearish here. A little pullback before maybe we head higher. There's a little pullback here before we maybe resume the up. Just kind of wait and see what we get. Looking here to see if we take an entry. Potential long entry, but it does kind of look kind of rolly here, though, to be honest. What's this thing doing? Just trying to see here. I mean, I almost thought it was going to be a long, but the sells are trying to come through here. Maybe a little push down. Pulling back into the 300 area there, trying to test that. $94 coming here. A little quick push up right there, but then kind of flipped to the upside there for a minute. Still feels like it's going to push up higher here. Kind of watching the ES here. It's over here at the 15. See if that ES wants to test that 09 level one more time. Feels like it might. see if this thing pulls back into that area, but may not. Kind of popping here. I was hoping to get, I should have been paying attention to the ES. I would have took that long off that 09 level. But wasn't watching it. We'll wait for a different entry on that one. Possible move back up into the 30s here. We can flip that 33 area where the VWAP is. Then we'll kind of put this over here for you guys. That's the VWAP basically. So just kind of watching here, see if this thing pops through there. I feel like it's going to. Probably going to pop back through that VWAP here. The ES gets above that 20. Well, I think that's kind of where the, yeah. Get above 25 here, you might see the high of day again. If it kind of rejects that 20 area, then we sell back down. It's always a possibility. Just kind of watching here. Looks like we might get a push back down here. Let's see. Or the seller's going to come in here. Kind of chopping around in this area. It's kind of tradable, but just for quick scalps. There's no big moves to be had. Oh man, how do we take that? I'm not taking it, but it's telling me to take a long. Just with the ES being so close to the VWAP there, I don't know. Just not in love with that. All right, we just took a little short there. Got a winner in on that one. And we are back to green, finally. Back to green. So we still need $823. I think that's kind of where we started the day. Could have held that short longer, but I think it was a $400 winner. We were down about 200 bucks going into that one. So somewhere down around a $400 winner. It was telling me to take a long there, and I was like, that does not make any sense. So we took a short. The long did not make any sense to me. All right, we're kind of coming into that time of day where we kind of start to get a move. So let's see if this thing is going to kind of, you know, if you're looking at this, A, B, C, and then maybe an A, B, C back to the upside here. A little push back here to the upside. Oh, the ES is down to the 12s. Okay, maybe we can take this here. Let's see. Then maybe just take a long on the ES and just put my stop at the 08. Let's see what should be our target. Maybe the 19. So we're going to target this 19 area. Stop will be at the 08. So we want to see the ES push here. Checking this on the Topstep account. So long on the ES from 13.50. Wish I would have been paying attention. Could have took it at the 9, but wasn't really looking there. Still think we may retest the VWAP. If not, we'll just get stopped out for 4 points. $200. Let's kind of see if we get this push back up here. So we get the ES to push back up into that 19 area. If we get the NAS back above 300 strong here, we can start getting that push going. How's everybody looking today on their P&L? You guys all green? Well, we're getting a little pullback here. Not looking good for my long. You're green by a little right now? Good. Green is good. Yeah, it's been kind of a weird day to me, but I'm thinking, the ES going to put in a triple bottom here, or is it just going to start to sell? Might get stopped out here on the ES. Yep, going to get stopped. So ES losing that 09 area. Maybe the ES retest that 4,500 level. Just dying over here. See if the ES pushes down to the 4,500 level here or not. Trying to pop off that 07 level there. Nasdaq down to the 60s, kind of bouncing a little bit. There is a zone there at the 60s, 70s area. So if we can get through there, flip that 62, and we probably continue moving down. Do have a pivot on the Nasdaq at the 53. ES might retest that 93 area. Once more. Little pop back up here before maybe another push down. If we can flip that 62, then I think we move down into that 32 area next. Maybe moving down into the 40s. Got some liquidity there. Let's kind of watch here and see what we get. All right, just watching here, see if this thing sells. See if this thing sells. We want to see this thing sell off if it's going to sell. I really want it to pop back up. Popping back up, though. As you do. Bouncing hard off that 07 level there. Kind of bouncing out of that key area there. Bouncing out of that key area, trying to go. Pulled back and then broke out. Kind of ES is at that kind of high to high trend line. See if this thing breaks out there. right, well, it's trying to break out there. ES trying to break out here. Maybe take the NAS with it. Let's watch it and see. About to get another pop back up, looks like here. Moving back into that whole number area, though. We'll see. Feel like I'm late to the party here if I take a long, but thinking about it. I'm going to wait because momentum's kind of slowing here to the upside. Momentum's slowing down just a little bit. If you guys are new here, hit that like button, subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. Trying to make it to 200 subscribers. So if you're watching and you're not subscribed, please do me a favor and hit that button for me. Just trying to be careful here. Didn't take that little push back up there. This thing is not yet. I think it's going to push higher, but all right, let's see if we get a push through the 300 level here. Oh, come on. All right, see if we get a push through 300 here. Didn't quite get it. Tried. Tried, but didn't happen. I was going to take it over here and then trying to get a little turned up here. Not in love with it, but I might still take it. All right, we're going to try it. We'll give it a go here. Not looking for 13, though. Let's look for 04. Oh, come on. Buyers got to come in here. Don't like taking a trade into the whole number here, but kind of been testing it there for a second. Seems like it will pop through there. Well, we may take it off if sellers come through here. Seeing buyers, a little bit of buyers. Now there's the sellers. Where are you at, buyers? Come on, hold that 95. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's why you don't take a long into the whole number. We already know that. It's kind of a stupid trade. Kind of a stupid trade there. Kind of stupid. Did not like that trade. Probably shouldn't have taken it. Was waiting on that buy volume to kind of come in there, and it never did. Now it's trying to show up, but we're not going to let it trick us twice. Not going to let it trick us twice. All right, finally getting back above the 300 level there after it stops us out. Doing us dirty. That's why you don't buy there, though. We knew it. We did it anyway. Buyers coming in here. Got the VWAP up there at the 28. Up into that 16 area. So the idea for the long was fine. I just entered it too late. You know, if it's going to enter that, it really need to be down here in the 80s to give myself some room. I could have put my stop down here, but since we entered at 98, I couldn't really have my stop at 70. I mean, it's 28-point stop. So it's kind of your little ABC setup here. I was looking for, I don't know, just mismanaged that trade. Deserved to lose on that trade. Some trades you deserve to win on and you lose. Some you deserve to lose on and you do lose. Or you win sometimes. Pivot up at the 59 still. ES is at the VWAP. We are approaching the VWAP right there at the 28 area. Just kind of waiting here. So we got a little pullback here before another push up. approaching the VWAP here. ES is at the VWAP right now. Little rejection. A little bit of a rejection here. Little sell volume coming in here. Is this going to be a proper pullback, or is this just kind of resting before it tries to push back up? Get above the VWAP. Let's look and see. Just kind of watching here. Just trying to see what happens. I mean, I don't know. Just kind of a pullback. Kind of looking like we might get a proper pullback here. Let's see. Maybe able to get something out of it to the short side with a short stop on it. Move my stop quickly. See if we can't get a quick move down. Guess if we were going to take it, we probably should have took it up here, but all right, here we go. Taking the long. It flipped long. We'll see what happens. See if we can't push through here. There you go. There you go. Not in love with it. It took it as soon as it flipped. Probably a bad idea. We'll just let it take us out if it's going to take us out. Feels bad, but kind of felt like it was going to bounce back up there, and it didn't. It did not. So kind of gave back some profits here during the 11 o'clock hour, 10 to 11 usually, or not 10 to 11, 10:45, 11:45. I usually struggle in that area. So kind of faked me out there. I actually did not. I took that long, and I should not have now that I'm looking at it. I mean, not just because of the result, but based on the strategy, I should not have been taking that. Sell volume coming in strong. See, my original kind of intuition was a proper pullback, and then this thing flipped green, and I was like, we'll take it. That's painful to watch that do that. Gonna stop me, but that's all right. We just kind of jumped into it. Oh my goodness. I didn't hit the button there because it gave me the sell signal at 304. And I was like, man, I don't want to make that same mistake again where I buy. Didn't want to make the same mistake there. Got a little pop up here before we turn back down. Let's watch it. All right, let's watch here. Gonna wait for this little short entry if we can get it. I'm gonna take 2 contracts on this one. See if we can get a quick move down here. Took one off there. Lock in 5 handles on the second one. There we go. We got it back. I don't know why I'm not waiting for these confluences to line up. That's kind of what the problem was there. I took a couple of trades there where, you know, I got 3 different things that I watch. And if they don't all 3 say short or all 3 say long, then I'm not supposed to enter. And I entered long twice. Like this long here, only one of them said long. I realized it after I entered, but it was kind of too late at that point. And then this long here, one of them said long. But these shorts, they all say short. So everything says short there. I even thought this, I mean, I thought this was short myself up here. I even said that. I was like, is this going to just be a pullback? Or is it going to be really a sell-off? It happens, guys. It happens. What can you do? So I'm probably going to see what we got going on here in the next few minutes. If you guys haven't already, though, hit that like button, subscribe. Again, I'm trying to get to 200 subscribers by the end of the week. This thing's still trying to sell here. Currently, we're at 186 subscribers. So if you're watching and you have not yet subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. It helps out the channel. If you are interested in trading futures on the cheap, we got Apex, 90% off coupon in the banner above. Link in the description. And that sale does end tonight at midnight. So if you're curious, if you want to trade Apex, Apex does offer both Rhythmic and Trade of 8. So you can do either one. And man, we could have made a little more here. Bulanox also has 90% off. I have a link in the description for that with the coupon code. If you use either of those, it's going to help out the channel. We appreciate it. Wow. This thing is just going. Back in that zone from earlier where we bounced. Feels like we're going to sell through that zone this time, though. Possible move down. We said earlier possible move to 232. When we were in the zone, let's see if the zone holds this time or not. Bottom of the zone's 44. If we lose 44, we hit 24. For sure. But that's going to do it for me today, guys. I think I'm going to go ahead and call it a day. So we're up 486 here on the Apex. We're up 116 on the funded. I'm going to try to take another one on the funded at some point this afternoon. And then we're up 3,700 on this account, 235 on that account, both Bulanoxes. So we did get that one funded Bulanox today. We're down $312 on the Topstep account. Topstep, one step, one rule. Try to do my best this afternoon to see if we can't get that back to green. But if not, it's fine. I will be live for the London session, 3 a.m. Eastern time, and then we'll be back for the New York session tomorrow, 9:30 a.m. Eastern. So once again, if you haven't already, hit the like button, subscribe, and we will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Predator, you have a great day too.